Sorry, y'all. I had a little glitch. I had to get my notes. Forgot my notes. Sorry about that. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about life after lockup. I am just getting into the franchise. I did watch season one and then I kind of fell off on season two. And now we're on season three and they have so many different ones, and there's so many different episodes on the actual, I don't even know, like, it's a lot of episodes. So anyway, we're going to be talking about, I believe that this is episode 18 of season 3. So I find the relationships in between some of the people that are locked up, and the people that are out free, a lot of them struggle. I wrote out a few couples that probably are the couples that are on the show. There's a few people that are new to the show. I believe Puppy and Amber are new to the show. Puppy just got out of jail like a week ago when this was filming. So, but I don't want to start there, but I want to talk about Sean and Destiny. Sean and Destiny is like the very example of why doing a pal, or like getting a pen pal, or finding somebody, or trying to find a relationship with somebody behind bars, why it should be proceed with caution. Because Destiny really is just not really capable of, she just hasn't been adjusting well. She's made a lot of mistakes. She ended up leaving Sean during a few episodes ago. She moved out because there were some issues in between him and his ex, Kelly. I believe that Kelly is the one that is the one that's financing the lifestyle that Sean is giving her, because he asked her for $1,000 so he can make sure that she can get to her destination. And she gave it to him, even though she gave him a little bit of, like, saying that she didn't want to give it to him. She ended up giving him the money. But I mean, she is just very jealous of the relationship that he has with his ex. And I do agree that the relationship in between Kelly and Sean is a little suspect, because she told her flat out, like, I could do what I want, and in one of the episodes, and Sean just sat quiet. He really didn't say much. So it's kind of like she's the driver of that relationship, and I think that she is the person that's financially responsible, because I think one or two things is happening. Number one, he paid $50,000 for her to post bond because she cut off her ankle bracelet, which is stupid. So she's a flight risk. So I wouldn't put that kind of money up for anybody who are, they're going to jail because they didn't know how to abide by the rules of wearing an ankle bracelet. That's already red flags. I wouldn't have put up no money. But I'm starting to think that maybe it was Kelly that gave him the $50,000, and why he is like so adamant about making sure that she makes bail. And because Destiny is feeling some type of way about his relationship with Kelly, I think that she doesn't care that he put $50,000 on the line, and if she doesn't show up to court, that he loses that $50,000. That's the risk of posting bond for people. If they skip court dates, you lose that money and you are responsible for that. So, I mean, I just don't, I would never put myself in a situation where I would have to put my life savings or put somebody on bond knowing already that they're a flight risk. So that's his first mistake. She is really petty. She's really childish. And she's acting out, number one, because she's a runner. She's a known runner. I mean, that's why she took off the ankle bracelet, right? Number two, she got jealousy issues, and I would have issues with the way that that Sean interacts with his ex. That will definitely be problematic for me. But the thing about it is that that's something you shouldn't have moved in with him so quickly right after getting out of prison, because let's be real, like this show and many shows and documentaries, a lot of these people have a persona, or they paint this picture that they're a certain type of way, but like once you go to where they're at, it's like dating somebody long distance. It's like moving to the same state as them, and you finding out that everything that they ever told you about their personalities or about themselves not being, it turns out to not be true. So I feel that she is somebody who it wasn't worth really putting $50,000 for bond, knowing that she is on bond from running. So, Sean trying to make sure that she shows up to court because she left him. She doesn't answer the phone. There's some other issue happen in between both of them. But I mean, the fact that she left him, and a few weeks ago she left without saying anything, and he thought that she was pregnant because she left a pregnancy test. But she's going through a meltdown, and I think that she believes that she's going to go to jail because of her past history, and the court may not show her leniency. So anyway, we're going to go off of Sean and Destiny and talk about Lamar and Andrea. I was kind of confused and annoyed with the fact that Andrea had such an issue with Lamar reconnecting with his daughter Shantae. I didn't understand why you feel the need that he shouldn't be involved with his daughter. Now, I got an understanding a little, because she said that the relationship she has with Shantae, Shantae blames her for the relationship or the lack of a relationship with her father on Andrea. So that can be problematic. But the thing about it is, it's like when it comes to parenting their children, and you're the step parent, it is not your job to try to it's not your job to try to mend the relationship in between your significant other and their child. That's the responsibility of your significant other. But also, you should not be in the place of hindrance either. You shouldn't be trying to block them from having a relationship because of your own personal feelings. Now, I can understand where the dilemma is, what the dilemma is between Lamar and Andrea, is because she does have a child by Lamar. So Lamar was trying to introduce both his daughters to each other, knowing that his wife already has conflict with his child Shantae. That's where Lamar went wrong. But I don't think that it shouldn't, like, she shouldn't be somebody who's spoken about. If he has another child, he has another child. And the fact that your daughter seems to be a little up there in age, and she didn't know that she had an older sibling, that's just odd to me. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know about what happened in between you two. There might be some deeper and dark-rooted issues in between you and his child that we don't really know about. But the fact that he's got to keep his child a secret, his adult child a secret, it's kind of just beyond me. You should try to encourage him to have a relationship with his daughter and step out. And then if she wants to develop a relationship with her daughter, that's when she's going to have to step in, because she has to protect her child. I mean, you don't want to have your child around somebody who negatively think about you and have nothing but bad things to say about you. So I can understand the dilemma I feel like I'm lagging. Hopefully I'm not lagging. Ugh. So I can see the dilemma of why that may be a problem. Hold on, let me see. I think that I'm lagging. So I can see where the issues are with that. Okay, Scott and Lindsay. This is another prime example of why you should not date somebody and promise them the world and you had no intentions of doing it. First of all, Scott was wrong from telling this young girl that when she gets out of prison, that she was going to come in and he would make her a partner in his business and she will take over the financials. Well, first of all, the fact that she really believed that is mind-boggling because first of all, you have to prove that you're able to do the job and that you're responsible. So I don't understand where Lindsay comes off to believing in her head that that's the position that she should be in, that she should be running his business, taking over his money. I mean, regardless of the piece of trash that you may think that he is now, he built that business on his own. So the fact that you're trying to come in and try to manhandle him is just a problem. And I mean, their relationship is so destructive. He doesn't know this girl. He doesn't know that she is undercover, that she has a relationship outside of him. She had him agree a few episodes ago to bring her girlfriend to park her trailer on his property and live there. And he didn't even know that was her girlfriend. And now you're seeing that she's escalated to violence. She tore down the home and caused a whole bunch of damage. And he said that she's the type of person that won't make it out of prison, no more than 6 months. He says that in 6 months, she will more than likely be back in prison. And he tried to get her removed. And the way that she was talking, she was just like, this is my rodeo. I run the show. And if he doesn't like it, oh, well, I'm the boss. And this is like, you're delusional. You're delusional. She's telling him that she ain't leaving his home no matter what. And she's using the laws to protect her. And she is saying that, hey, this is my show. Like an unreasonable person. Like she's very unreasonable. And this is what happens when you date somebody that's on the inside and they come out of prison and they, depending on how long they've been in prison or how many times they've been in prison, they never had the responsibility to live life on the outside really like that. That's what you will get. The fact that she feels that she can take his money because that's what she did. She's with him because he's older and, she's 28 years old. I believe he's in his 50s. He pays all her bills and, he does everything for her. I mean, he pretended like he had more money than he did, which is okay, I guess. But it's like this woman is a lunatic. She tore that house down and got in front of the camera and was like, I dare him to even try to get me out of this house. I want him to try. So Lindsay is a very example of why you should not bring somebody from that just got out of prison into your home. Allow them to go with their family first before you move them into your home because she seems like a very dangerous individual. I won't be surprised if she ends up back in prison for attempted murder because he can't handle her. She's too much. He's too old. And she in her head, she runs the show. So, more power to Lindsay and Scott. He married her for the wrong reasons. And they got into a relationship with each other for the wrong reasons. He was looking for sexual gratification. She was looking for money. And they both got what they got. And now they're at each other's throats. Chevelle and Qualin is his name. I'll call him Q. Chevelle and Q, their relationship is, I don't know, very complicated. She's been with him for a few years. And as soon as he came out, like she expected him to marry her and like, settle down. And she found out he was cheating on her and with multiple of women. So when she found that out, she kicked him out. And a month after she kicks him out, he comes back and he can't get in contact with her. So he calls her daughter to find out where she's at. And her daughter tells him where she's at. He ends up, coming back from where he was and got into an argument with her cousin. I was just like, this is like a power struggle. And she just sat there like not saying nothing. And I mean, like, I think that she's going to take him back. I don't think that that she's going to stand her ground as far as like staying in that, like saying that he can't stay out the house, because when he was going back and forth with her cousin, she just sat there and said nothing. And he walked away saying, you know what? I can't protect anybody who does not want to take up for themselves or stand up for themselves. I can't protect anybody who doesn't want to be protected. And amen to that. You can't save nobody who don't want to be saved. And it's evident that you still want a relationship with this man, despite the fact that you found countless women on the page and he's been cheating on you since he got out of prison. It's just, I don't know. So we're going to talk about Michael and Sarah. Michael and Sarah, child. Michael is the typical bum that believes that regardless of where he stands, regardless of what he brings to the table, that he is the driver of a car that he didn't pay for. And the thing about it is that his wife, Sarah, allows it. Now, I don't know if it's because, they're married and she waited so long to like be in a relationship with him. And they're just not good. But he actually said it a few episodes ago that he decides her fate and he decides what she do and he can decide who she dates. And that's actually what happened in between her and the guy, Michael. So Malcolm. That's what happened in between her and Malcolm. Malcolm came to stay with her, to like build a relationship with her. And Michael just railroaded that whole entire situation. And he basically said in his confessional that he can decide what he want to do. If he want to sleep with her, he can. If he wants to bring other women in the house, he can. And he can do whatever he want. But you don't work. You don't like you. All you do is argue and you don't contribute to anything. So the fact that he is the ruler of his house, and she is going to have to tolerate his bad behavior, it says a lot. I mean, I understand that she may feel that it's her husband and she has no choice but to try to fight for her marriage. But there's certain things that you just need to like let go. He's like publicly treating you bad. He's on television saying that he can, he determines how the way that you live your life and who you can date and who you can bring around his kids, and he can do what he want, but you can't. So apparently they got into like a really bad argument from the day before, and his wife, what's her name again? There's a lot of them, y'all. I'm sorry. Sarah and Michael got into an argument, and they apologized to their daughter because they got into the fight or altercation in front of their daughter. So, but I think that he's moving back in. I think that he moved back in. Like, he literally got Malcolm out and he moved right back in. So she doesn't want to get a divorce. It seems like she doesn't want a divorce. So I mean, she wants what she wants and nobody can really tell her what to do. And I don't think that she's going to leave him. And then there's the newcomer Puppy and Amber. Puppy has been out of prison for a week, like I said earlier. And she wants to be in a relationship with Amber, but Amber likes men. It seems like she's not really interested in Poppy, so I don't understand why she is even trying to force her. I mean, like, even Amber's friends told Poppy, like, listen, you are not in position right now. Like, you're not somebody who she will want to date. Like, she's not going to take you seriously because she still likes she still likes dating men. And her ex-boyfriend actually showed up to a party that they both attended. So that really said a lot, that she's still bringing her exes around Amber. I mean, bringing her exes around Poppy. So she's like not that serious about how she feels about her. I don't think so. Lacey and her husband, I think, are they married? I don't even know. Lacey and Shane are going through a lot of difficulties right now. They're having a hard time because her ex is out of prison, and she was the one that allegedly put him there. And Lacey is currently pregnant with Shane's babies. Now, I know a few episodes ago, she actually lost two of her triplets. So she was pregnant with triplets and she ended up losing two. So now she's carrying one. And I mean, like, that whole situation was weird too, because the way that Shane acted, like he was just relieved that she had a miscarriage, that she miscarried two of them. So he was relieved, but I mean, he's only 22 years old. And Lacey has 3 kids. So anyway, her ex is out of prison and Shane is upset. He feels that that Lacey is not strong enough to stay away from him. He feels that she's going to talk to him and he's going to find a way to come back and he will be removed. And I mean, the thing about it is that Shane is still young. His girlfriend is older than him and she already has 3 other kids. So he's not working. He's not able to provide or take care of her. So she is in an uncomfortable position. I mean, you have one bum that is in prison and you have another that can't gain employment that currently got you pregnant. And this is my thing too with that whole situation. Why would you willingly have a child with somebody that you know that can't financially provide for you and just got out of prison? I don't understand that. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, what can this 22-year-old, not saying that 22-year-olds are not capable of working, but he has no work experience. I mean, he's been in prison. So you have somebody who is very young, who doesn't even have the means to take care of their kid, and that you already have 3 others, and you just moved into your house. So I just don't understand why you decided to have a baby with this man. I don't care how much you love him. At the end of the day, if you are not financially sound, it is not in the best interest of you or that child that you have. You bring a baby into this world, knowing that this is going to financially strap you, and that this was a logical. This was a logical decision that you made that just seems irrational. All right, so this show is interesting. I'm just getting back into it, so you had to excuse me. I haven't watched it really since season 1, and I'm trying to make sure that I do different shows and give you guys different content and my reaction to them. I do like this show. It's a lot going on. There's life after Lockup. There's love after Lockup. There's love after Lockup 90 Days. There's like so many different series on this just one type of franchise. There's just a lot going on. I will be doing 90 Day Fiance. No, not 90 Day Fiance. I'm sorry. I'm going to be doing Marriage at First Sight. I actually watched last week's episode and was going to do a review, but got caught up with other things. So I will be reviewing that show as well. So that comes on tonight. So I will be watching that and will be giving you my feedback on it. I find it very interesting. And I'm going to combine both episodes from last week and this week together, since I did watch it and I did take down notes. And also after this video, I will be talking about what's currently going on in the world. I will be doing another live video. We're going to be talking about stimulus. I'm just going to briefly go over it. The things that, we're expecting, what's in it, what's not in it. So I will see you in a few minutes. Thank you for watching this episode, and hopefully I will see you later. I will see you in probably a half hour. Ciao.